Hello there everyone, welcome to Adam's Ministry. Yeah, I'm sorry I've been away for a while, but I'm back now, and what I was doing was a bit of research for a new book. I went to Egypt, I did a cruise, I cruised the Nile, and then I stayed in Luxor for 7 days, and yeah, I found some incredible things over there that were all related to my work. I was surprised. I wasn't expecting to find as much as I did, and it was all relevant. So yeah, it was a very special holiday, this. Quite possibly the best holiday I've been on, because I was able to find something to write about that was all related. So yeah, I'll be going over that in the new book. It's mainly about the origins of Christianity, because Moses, he was nurtured as an Egyptian prince before he realised he was an Israelite. So he was the founder of Christianity. He wrote first 5 books of the Bible, we are told, it is believed. He probably had a bit of help. They are really good, those first 5 books. He obviously had a bit of help from scholars and so on, but yeah, he wrote the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible, and he was ancient Egyptian. He was an Egyptian, sorry. So there are ancient Egyptian traditions and ideologies adapted for use in the Old Testament, and yeah, I'll be going over all of those. I found a lot before I went, and I thought, oh, hang on, I could probably write a book on this. And when I went to Egypt, I was deliberately looking for some evidence of advanced technologies. The latest documentaries at the moment, they proclaim that there may have been use of electricity and other highly advanced technology in ancient times, and I've seen a few of these. I've watched the Ancient Aliens documentaries, which they look. It looks like the way it's presented. It looks plausible. However, when you actually investigate this further, and you do a lot of research on ancient Egyptian and actually go over there, you will find that it's not the case at all. A lot of the stone reliefs and the inscriptions, they've got nothing to do with technology. It's all religious. Everything I saw when I was over there had a religious purpose, and yeah, this is it. I had to delete some chapters from my book, and it was harsh. I had to delete the first 2 chapters, which were they were well written. The only problem is it's highly speculative, and I don't want to do that, And when I went over there, I thought, oh hang on, I better delete this. So I deleted chapters 1 and 2. I put everything on the board here. And I'm going to have to rewrite the preface and the intro, because that was all about technology as well. This is a problem. People keep trying to find evidence of, high tech in ancient times, but you go over there and it doesn't really exist. No, like I said, it's all religious. Everything has a religious meaning and purpose, and although I was deliberately looking for this advanced technology, although I couldn't find it, God gave me something much more, okay, and He made it relevant to my ministry. And I've posted some pictures on Facebook and Instagram. They're really good. I go over the holy boat of Edfu, closely resembling the Ark of the Covenant. This is what the ancient Egyptians believed in, and that was carried by 7 priests. And in the Old Testament, it says that 7 priests carried the Ark of the Covenant on poles. And again, you see shrines in ancient Egypt that they're carried by priests on poles. The most famous of which is the Shrine of Anubis, found in Tutankhamun's tomb. And I mean, initially scholars thought it might be the Ark of the Covenant. That's how closely it resembled the Ark in terms of dimensions and how it was constructed and so on. I mean, it didn't look like the Ark, but it was close. It was a shrine, and it was carried as carried as an Ark, but not the Ark. So I'll go over that, and I found a beauty. I was looking at this thing, and my tour guide, he's an Egyptologist. He was explaining it to me, and I thought, oh my word, this is great. I've hit jackpot here, and I'll go over that. It was a pharaoh being washed with ankhs. Sorry, my tour guide he corrected me. Ankhs, Ankhs. Now this is the symbol of life. The ancient Egyptians called this the key of life. The pharaoh is being washed with ankhs, the key of life, and it was essentially a baptism. He was explaining to me why the pharaoh was being washed. He said that he had sinned, and he wanted to start a new life, hence being washed with the key of life. And I was thinking, oh my word, we use this today. This has been used in Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. This ancient tradition, this purification and the baptism, being born into a new life, that's been used ever since. And that's going to be in the book. I'll go over that in further detail. I've got some pictures, like I said, on Facebook and Twitter. And this is just a small example of how, although I was looking for advanced technology in Egypt when I went over there, but I found something much more. Okay, God showed me something much more important and religious. It all has religious meaning. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I went to the unfinished obelisk in Aswan, and a lot of the methods they employed to move the stones and cut them and so on, they just had different methods, you know, different ways of doing this, and it didn't involve high technology, high advanced technology. I mean, the unfinished obelisk I saw, I said to him, how on earth were they going to move this thing? It was huge. I couldn't believe how big it was. I thought this would have been the tallest obelisk in Egypt, and I just couldn't get over how they would move it. But he explained to me they didn't lift obelisks into place. They let them fall under their own weight. They fell into place, and they used sand. They used sand to do this as well. And again, a lot of the huge stone slabs we see right at the top of the temples, we think, how on earth did they fall out of? Again, they used sand. They just piled up loads of sand and then dropped the stone block on top. And when you think of it, you know, it's quite simple. But yeah, that's just a small example. But although I couldn't find anything, I went to Dendera, okay, and Abydos, and yeah, Dendera, I knew exactly what I wanted to see there. It was what looks like a light bulb. They show it on the Ancient Aliens documentaries, and you know, they hint that they had electricity. This thing's a light bulb, but it's ridiculous. And I went to see that in Dendera, and you know, I kept on nagging at my tour guide. You know, oh, can we see it? Can we see it? He knew exactly what I wanted to see, anyway. And yeah, he took me into this little crypt. You know, privileged this. Most people weren't allowed in there. But yeah, he took me into the crypt. We went down to the end, and there it was. I got some pictures of it, and I also got a video of us going in, and I'm going to show that in a minute, where we explain it all. My tour guide explains it all, and it's a celebration. It represents a celebration. He later told me, once we'd come out of the temple and we were heading back home, he said that it was celebrating the New Year. It's a festival, and yeah, I've got a video, and yeah, I'm going to put it on now. So yeah, have a look at that, and once you've seen that video, I'll then explain more about what the book is going to include. Okay, so yeah, here it is now. Have a quick look at the video, and it's not a light bulb, okay, and it's not advanced technology. It's religious, and it has a much more important meaning. Okay, thanks.